NC State and Boston College all decided by one possession. Let's hope we have another great one today. Short kickoff and return. Travis Levy across the 30. Breaks a tackle. And great starting field position for Dennis Grosel.
Tight ends, they still play with tempo. So they're up at the line of scrimmage right away. Here's Dillon again.
Pitch, Dillon hit the backfield. Seuss picks up where he left off 9 days ago at Carter Finley Stadium. Coming up.
It's going to be important for NC State to make sure Dillon runs side. And sometimes they want to get him going sideline to sideline.
Empty backfield. Grosel's first throw of the day is defended. Incomplete. Tanner Engel breaks it up in September. Grant Carlson to kick it away for DC. Low line drive. It's going to bounce. And Thomas has it on the skip. Look out, folks. Thomas with a good return. And the NC State will begin from their own 36-yard line. Days ago. Wolfpack felt they played well for the most part. At times tried to do a little too much. Touched the line, the true freshman that the Eagles are quite excited about. Pressure Kuman. Hockman cannot get away. Career sack.
All they could talk about, Bill Sheridan, defensive coordinator, talked about this guy named Shita Salah. And the charge with all the stuff he does in the weight room, all the running. They think if he runs into the room, he's going to be a monster.
Trenton Hills punt. Caught by Levy. And he gets right.
Do that because they want to crowd the line of scrimmage with more people to stop the run game, so it's going to put them in a situation where they have to play man coverage. You certainly like to see guys making plays.
Zay Flowers coming down to the spot, and he's going to pick up the first down. Flowers out, lines in motion. Grosel takes it himself. And judging by the start, the Eagles will have a new set of downs. And from his graduation mass, his high school football coach came up to him and basically said, hey, just got a call from Boston College. They have a preferred walk-on spot at quarterback.
Be ready to go and for an opportunity just like this.
It was a personal foul penalty that backed up the Eagles. So here's Hunter Long with plenty of room. Great screen for Boston College. And Hunter Long takes it inside the 10. Devin Graves saved the touchdown.
Fake the quick screen to the outside. Now it's a 3-count screen to the backside to Long. Gets excellent blocking. Really nobody home for NC State defensively. And a touchdown
in goal from the 9-yard line. Grosel hit as he throws. The pressure came fast from NC State.
Loaded up.
There's a flag thrown right near where Grosel landed. And Long is 45. This is from 39 to give the Eagles the early lead. And Boomeri pulled it. No good. Down in 10. Thomas was the man in motion. And that's the direction the ball goes. And there, Thomas goes nowhere after the catch.
Richardson is the #1 tackler. 63 tackles on the year. Reads this quick screen, beats the block
on negative 15 yards. Again, Levy back to return. The NC State punt from his own 31. Levy near midfield.
Rushing record held by Andre Williams, if not today, next week maybe.
He's feeling good physically, he says, after a sophomore year in which he was banged up, and it takes multiple strong defenders to bring down AJ Dillon. The way Aleem McNeil did walk off the field under his own power, the injured member of the pack. Grosel looking deep. That ball dislodged at the last moment.
The ball out on pretty well thrown balls.
On 4th and 8, Eagles with some fantastic special teams. Man has the N correctly placed on the back of his jersey. 9 days ago, it was upside down. There's an interception. Boston College with a pick 6. Jason Maitre.
Under heat. Here comes Richardson, number 14, forces the quarterback to throw the ball maybe before he was ready to. And an ill-advised throw. Excellent read by Maitre to undercut the route. And an easily waltz in NC State's offense.
Bill Sheridan, the defensive coordinator. No relation to the longtime NC State coach Dick Sheridan. And the most positive play of the day for NC State Hockman was 1 for 6 for -1 before that 11-yard completion. Look out, Thomas can throw it just like he did against Syracuse. Thayer Thomas completes it on the double pass.
The freshman corner, right? Maitre is the guy who just made the play. Maitre comes off of coverage to come up and make the play on the screen in the flat. Now he's got a completion today. They need Thayer Thomas to make some plays.
On 2nd and 3. Boom! Anticipating the play was Mike Palmer.
Probably should have 2 interceptions today. How about him reading this play in the flat? They came with pressure off the end.
Is the 3rd Wolfpack running back in the game on this 3rd down. Hockman slings it downfield, completes it. And dragging defenders inside the 10-yard line. Devin Carter.
A little bit late, but throwing that bang-it post or the seam post.
This is about muscle here. And Knight does not get to the goal line. 4th down.
Well, Tanner Carafa, the inside defensive tackle, is the guy that kind of seals the door. Max Richardson there as well, the leading.
Bam Knight alongside Bailey Hockman. And he throws incomplete.
He had him. Offense have a tough time moving it off. Let's see if BC can move the ball out of the shadow of their own goalpost.
Dillon dangerously close to his goal line. They rule that he got it to the 1.
Outing the line of scrimmage. They're going to play an 8-man box most of the day. Excellent job at defeating the block of Garrison there. Come up and make the tackle. For older players that have gotten on the field because of injury, but they're playing well today.
Grosel completes it on the move to Glines. He'll be shy of the 1st down. Gatorade New Jersey Player of the Year, both as a junior and a senior. And rifles it to the left arm of Thomas, who shifts it into his right arm and takes it into the red zone.
But he got such great athleticism that he just snags it out of the air with one hand, reels it in, and then, of course, secures it with that right arm, as you said, Evan.
Leary's arm on display. Thomas just can do a little bit of everything for this team. The ball comes loose. Leary recovers in time to maintain possession, but he gets hammered by a host.
So play can't start until you catch the snap. That was a little hot into his right shoulder, but you're responsible as the quarterback to catch that ball as long as it's not over your head. That was a pretty good one playing for the Panthers that made every tackle for Boston College.
And making every tackle for the Carolina Panthers as well. On 3rd down and 15, Leary tucks it. And he'll take it to about the 15-yard line. He picks up about 8 yards.
This has not handled the passing game as well.
Dunn from 30. Sends it through.
It's those shoulder pads going downhill towards the goal line. He's very tough to handle.
Actually spotted the ball just a half-yard short. So now Dillon picks up the 1st down on 2nd and inches. And 2 good carries because of the nagging injury. AJ Dillon, look out.
Well, 3 consecutive runs now for Dillon, going straight downhill. Again, another broken line play. They like to pull the backside. That's Zion Johnson. Gets the pin block.
Garrison in motion. On 3rd and short, it's Bailey. He's got the 1st down to the 24-yard line.
Doing an excellent job with these G plays, pulling the guards.
Sure are. Dillon back in there. You can just tell the freshness factor of Dillon after he gets a couple of plays off. Averages 24 carries a game so far this year. They fake the pitch to Dillon. Instead, it's Flowers who loses a bunch.
Tanner Engel, the safety, gets up in the line of scrimmage. This is what you start doing now as a defense to limit the run game.
Don't make a mistake, right?
Absolutely. You got points in your pocket potentially.
Quarterback draw. Grosel hit just shy of the 10-yard line. This one is from 28. And boom, Mary boots it through. NC State with co-offensive coordinators Des Kitchings and George McDonald. And on 3rd down, it's dropped by Amezi. Leary put it right on the number 3.
It's not 1st and 20. Now you're back with 2nd down.
5 penalties on BC so far. And here comes David Bailey breaking free. Makes a move downfield. David Bailey takes it all the way.
David Bailey, I talked about this offense came in with 19 plays of 30-plus yards, and a lot of it is in the run game. But NC State's so good against the run, this this is something you don't expect him to give up. The #1 rushing defense in the and AJ Dillon to get him on the ground. Such big body guys, they can throw you off him.
And they sure wear on you over the course of a game. Bam Knight, the running back for the Pack. 3rd downs so far today. Leary throws it short of the marker. And it creates 4th and short from the 33. Kobe White back on the field for BC. White standing around his own 22 and now retreating inside the 10, back at his own 5. He makes the catch. Gets it back out to about the 12, 13-yard line.
Miami won those championships, but they were not an ACC school, of course.
Back to the ground, BC's AJ Dillon spinning past defenders. Dillon bouncing off tacklers out near the 40. Almost shocking to see NC State's defense get gashed like this.
Excellent block on the outside by Garrison. And
here comes Bailey again. Makes a man miss. David Bailey down the sideline. Breaks another tackle. Touchdown, Boston College. This first half.
So you just bounce it to the outside, and that's a one-on-one play. Dunlop has to make that play. He's the only defender out there. And just a poor job on the back end to kind of rally and make the tackle. You hope that Bailey's okay. You look at the back end of this play, and looked like an NC State defender fell on his leg at the end of this play. Watch the back end of this play. Good hustle. See, he fell on the back of that left leg.
Trent Penix motions to the outside. Devin Leary gets hammered. Look out. Here comes Max Richardson.
Well, Richardson, number 14. Nobody accounts for him. He just got Duke and Virginia going head-to-head.
Of course, most of you will see North Carolina and Virginia Tech at 3:30. Pretty good defense downfield. A late hit and a late flag. And we'll see if the flag was for PI with some of the mistakes, because they got great potential now. On 3rd down, set up the screen. Trent Penix brought down well shy of the first, 4th and 6.
Quarterback, we got to settle down a little bit. We haven't got our run game or our pass game going, so they're playing better than we are right now. Just got to step up.
Thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
First play of the second half, Devin Leary. Leary to throw again, hit immediately, and completes it. Devin Carter breaks a tackle, and he might go. Carter taken down from behind inside the 10.
And Maitre, who's played pretty well all day long, has the interception, just misses the tackle. Excellent move by Carter, the freshman against freshman, and then Palmer, a touchdown.
3rd and goal. Leary into a crowd, and it's incomplete. 4th and goal for NC State. Leary zips it, incomplete. Off the hands of Emeka Emezi in the end zone. He enrolled in January of 2017, did not see any playing time in 17 or 18. Great protection from his offensive line. Grosel makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and gets very close to the line to gain. First 6 college football games. Now what will Grosel do here? He didn't complete a pass in the second quarter, but there's a first down completion. Finding his security blanket, Hunter Long. 2 catches, 60 yards. Here comes Bailey again. He cannot be tackled. David Bailey.
Coach Dorn talked with Kelsey about setting the edge, and you see the pin right there, the pin block to the inside, just no edge set. That means you keep that outside shoulder.
See, already leading by 21. It's Dillon with a huge hole, and he got grasped from behind, and a flag flies late. They're down here. Remember, NC State 16 sacks the past 2 weeks, none today, and a quick screen to a wide open tight end. Hunter Long, rumbling, bumbling inside the 10, where he stumbles down. It'll be 1st and goal.
It's a middle screen to the tight end. Watch, he's going to release back to the inside. Just wide open over the middle is Hunter Long. Really cool design. A lot of times
years ago, midway through the season, Grosel takes over, relying on his big backs, AJ Dillon breaks the plane. Touchdown, Boston College. AJ Dillon's 7th rushing score of the year.
Boy, nice kick out block right there. Just leaning forward, extending the ball. 192 yards per game on the ground. Gave up 236 to Louisville. Has limited NC State to 1 yard.
Hit as he throws, and Leary completes it to the outside for Carter.
Boy, this will show you arm strength right here. Watch him cut this loose. Now he's going to take a big shot right at the back end of it.
Hey,
a big-time throw.
You said something crazy at dinner last night about how quarterbacks try to obstruct.
Yeah, absolutely. You try to take that shock, and it helps propel your arm forward. It's just something you learn as a quarterback to do. And Leary had to do it on that play. Nice in-traffic catch there by Carter.
15 yards to Carter, and then 11 yards to Carter. And here's Leary again, looking to the other side. Josiah Provolone makes the catch. First and goal, NC State.
Route. You got to put this ball on the outside shoulder, and Provolone's got to save room to the outside, which he does. Look how he saves room to the outside, which allows Leary to take him to the sideline with the throw, and then a nice catch falling to the ground. Man coverage here, and Thayer Thomas is third inside.
Leary, back corner, incomplete. Is do or die.
It looks like he got zone coverage.
Leary completes it. And NC State's Thayer Thomas hangs on for the Wolfpack touchdown.
I'll run that same little quick out from the slot. And see, BC's playing zone. They're playing off.
This is returnable, and here comes Ben Glines. Across the 20 to the 25 and lunging out near the 30. That ball right as Thomas was beginning his break.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he needed to get it out.
Back to the ground game. Bailey stays up, but the whistle blew. NC State's Tanner Engel. Not like NC State didn't know that tackling was going to be tough this week. But David Bailey has had plenty of open field. And then when the contact arrives, he's been able to break through it. He could practice, tackled the heavy tackling sled every day during the week. They usually do it once a week. This past week was every day.
He likes to watch all those guys that were good no matter what era. And he certainly looks like all of those guys.
Dillon to the 20.
This is in the realm where they'll hand the ball to Dillon.
3rd and 6. Dillon has 6. Almost had the end zone. First and goal, BC from the 3 coming up.
77's the guy to watch.
He's
right
had a great
there,
game.
The trap block. You get the block on the inside by the tight end Garrison. To the other side, trap up through in the alley with Dillon.
AJ Dillon to the end zone again. Touchdown, Boston College. What an answer.
So NC State's kind of out of gas defensively. Just no resistance on the perimeter. Wait a minute, there's a dude that kind of looks like me.
Yeah.
Big back, running the football. We haven't even seen the third guy, Garwo, who we talked in that meeting. They love Garwo too, the freshman.
And Dillon says that freshman Patrick Garwo will give them advice on where to cut. That ball tipped in the air. And NC State fortunate that it lands incomplete. In that game, Virginia Tech gets tons of turnovers, pulls it out. And Miami's on the skids. They got a hot Virginia team coming to their digs. And
at the end of the day, you could have 6 of the 7 teams within a game of each other.
Back to the ground. Bailey will come up short on 3rd and 3. Gets it away, and midfield. Been all Devin Leary in the second half with the exception of some short yardage Matt McKay situations. Here's Knight with some space. He gets the first down and more.
Watch number 6 get the block on Richardson. Right there, that gives him the outside. See, that's where you don't set the edge, and that doesn't force the back to the inside.
15-yard run for Knight. And now a little hitch, and it's Angelino who makes the tough back shoulder grab.
So they're going to try to set a quick screen up, fake it right there, and then the other 2 receivers release up the field. Angelo.
You can get a first down at the 1. 3rd and 7 from the 8, and Knight perhaps setting up the 4th down play call. Only picked up 1 or 2.
Playing that zone look. See how they bump everything out against the zone and the motion.
Wolfpack 1 for 3 on 4th down today. They go to Thomas again. He is the security blanket on 4th down. It's an NC State touchdown.
There, Thomas is to Leary's right. He waits, kind of delays, and then comes back underneath the 2 receivers that released up the field. See him kind of hide in there a little bit, delay, come back inside. And that was a tight in that 4th quarter with Travis Etienne going off. But this is a recipe to win games. Run the football.
Another good stiff arm for Dillon. 200 yards in the day.
Well, AJ Dillon has been a monster, as has been David Bailey. And again, the offense was back in 1983 or 86. Big back that could really run. Reminds me a lot of Dillon.
Dillon moves the pile down to the 8-yard line.
Tremendous amount of pride on that side of the ball under Dave Huxtable, but it'll also give them a chance to get healthy. They are really beat up at NC State. Get some people back on the field.
Dillon bounces off one man and glides into the end zone. On the ground.
Well, let's take a look at Gumby here. Watch Gumby bounce off right there and bounce right into the hole. Just a nice job.
Might change. Devin Leary back out there. Quick handoff to Jordan Houston. Goes nowhere because Shita Salah going against a DN that's 6'5", 6'6". As a quarterback, is that in your mind? And here's a pretty big hole for NC State's Jordan Houston as he takes it down to about the BC 35.
It's the outside or something like that. He comes into play. But here, biggest run of the day for NC State. Nice job. They went with Bates and those guys, and we had a chance to win and lost by a field goal at the buzzer.
Here's Leary's pass. Nice catch. Angeline stumbles down inside the 10.
He came back and said hello a couple times. Mike Kofer, who was also a draft pick for the Lions, was on that defensive front as well. But we had a chance.
He's Wakefield High. Does have 4 rushing touchdowns on the year. Waiting for a hole, and it never materialized. And he goes backwards.
Watch him set the edge now. This is the epitome of setting the edge. As that team keep the outside shoulder free, keeps that outside shoulder free, sets the edge.
One play and done for McKay. Back to Leary. Back to the air. And a drop. That last throw was his 32nd of the game. Ike Ekwonu may have gotten away with a hold, and it becomes an NC State touchdown as Leary scrambles and finds Kerry Angeline in the back of the end zone.
Ball early on this play. Angeline going to go right down through the middle. Gets a little hung up. That's where he wanted to go with the ball. But then he skates out of the pocket, does not lose where Angeline is, tracing the back line, and puts the ball.
Peter Stair with his first carry. I think Peter's going to go tell his friends, hey, has not thrown a pass this year and probably will not here. And Stair gets to the 39. He's 1 yard shy of the first down, but that's not going to matter. Steve Addazio gets a very impressive bounce back win after a couple narrow ACC losses. It's BC domination today. 45-24 is the final.